What's going on, everybody? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you, and got my Crucible Season 12 Week 1 recap for you. I'll get to the 5 matches, but first off, I wanted to go over... a lot of people have been asking about the Illuminati sacrifice attack, and then going in with Superior 6. I normally don't record my sacrifice attacks, because that's just... bad content, I guess. And I was trying to capture, but for this one I really wanted to show you guys how I did this Illuminati sack, but unfortunately the replays got taken away. So I'll kind of explain how this worked on this team. I have not been able to get it to work on an Odin team yet, but this one had Zugs with Illuminati, so it was a little bit easier of a team. I still sacked it anyway, just to be safe. So basically and then also, another key thing that I noticed, or I think is probably gonna help with other Illuminati sacks, or sorry, Infinity Watch sacks against Illuminati, which I am hoping to try this coming week here, but I took Gamora out. Now, why do I take Gamora out? Because she puts taunt on the highest, it's either the highest, I think it's the highest health maybe, or damage, I'm not sure. Health makes more sense. Can't remember exactly, but because Moondragon has the higher stats out of everybody now on Infinity Watch, she always gets the taunt put onto her from Gamora. So I took out Gamora, and I heard that Guardian is helpful in the sack for the offense up, and since they have Safeguard and Illuminati has no way of removing the Safeguard, I thought that was a good idea. So I put Guardian in place of Gamora. And I think this is going to be, if you're going to sack the Illuminati with Odin, I think this is how you want to do it. You want to take out Gamora. People were saying take out Nebula. Yes, she's got the lowest stats out of everybody for as far as health goes, but she could still possibly revive if Black Bolt doesn't permakill her here. So anyway, that's my thought process on the sacrifice. Now, as you can see here, I did take out Zugs and Captain Britain on the sacrifice attack, and basically just go all in on Captain Britain. That was my plan the whole time for the sack. Just go in all in on Captain Britain. Zugs died kind of as a byproduct of some of the counters and everything that the Infinity Watch gets. So that was nice that when I went in here for the cleanup, I didn't have to deal with any taunts at all. So, and then ISO is important as well. So for Adam Warlock, a lot of people are saying Raider on him. You can do Skirm too, it's fine. Raider can technically do more damage if that's what you're trying to focus down that Captain Britain. It might be nice to have Raider, but then Phyla, Nebula, and then I had a Raider on a Guardian here too. So get as many vulnerables on this Captain Britain as you can. And then I went in with the Moondragon special to heal up whoever was left, so that they could keep on going and start killing off the Zugs. And I was trying to work on the Hank here too, because I did have an opportunity to do that, but that's really the whole thing. And then Moondragon Striker, make sure you are hitting into that vulnerable on the Captain Britain, and he should die from that, especially with the offense up onto Moondragon. So that's how you play that, and then I just cleaned it up. I had Mercs for Money and Nightcrawler left to clean it up, so it was pretty easy cleanup. 17 turn bonus there. It took a few turns, but still not a bad score here. The score ending in 62 is a fairly efficient score, especially against Illuminati characters. So there you go. That's how that works. So let's get into the actual matches that I have footage of. Alright, so first up is going to be the Annihilators with Skrull and Kahhori. The new hotness team this season, and end of last season really too. But this isn't my ideal team comp to deal with this, but like Black Knight definitely is going to be super helpful. Apoc is going to be super helpful in this as well, in this match. You'll see why here in a minute, but I went with Cosmic Ghost Rider as a controller for Kahhori to hit instead of Daken. And then Daken is there because of the Super Scroll and flipping the taunt on Gladiator. And then Apoc is here, of course, to speed up, or I'm sorry, not Apoc. Red Hulk is here to speed up the Apoc, so let's go take a look here. Alright, so Kahhori actually does hit the Daken. I wasn't expecting that. I thought she would hit the Cosmic Ghost Rider because he has more focus than Daken. But it is what it is, and Black Knight's doing his thing, doing those retaliates. That's why he's so good in this team comp, because he will slap that scroll around, he'll slap the Kahhori around. She's, what, about 40% health now? We lost Red Hulk too. Super bad that happened. Down to 3v5. It's not looking so hot, but we're going to keep going because I've said this in previous videos, but if you get into a situation like this in Crucible, always play it out till the last character standing on your team. If you're in a 1v5, then okay, yeah, that'd be fine to close out or quit out. Now that scroll ult really could have finished us off, but I think he had offense down, so that helped us out. But like I was saying, play it out. You never know what's going to happen. You could still have a chance to win. This is one of those situations where it's like, it doesn't look good, but I still have the chance to win here. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go into Kahhori and hit all three and possibly drop that Thanos low, or just not worry about it. I did decide to hit the Gore, just the Gore and the Kahhori there. Now Apoc takes his ult and punches out the Thanos. That's why you want Apoc in this room against those Thanos, if there is, Annihilators in room 1, because avoiding that Thanos passive is super key to winning this match, because Thanos will just completely delete your whole team if you let him get that passive off. Unless you have like a Old Man Logan or Mercs for Money team that'll keep reviving and stuff, then it's okay, but I used my Mercs for Money elsewhere in this round, so I didn't have Old Man Logan, but he is a good use, a good person to use in this room as well. Now you do have to have Black Knight on offense, which kind of sucks to have him on offense. It's nice to have him on defense, but he does a lot of work against this team and in this counter. So. Alright, so next up is going to be, we're facing an Astral, full Astral team in room 6. And there's a specific name for this team that the Twitch community came up with. I probably shouldn't say that, what the name is on YouTube. Let's just call it the Group and Destroy Team. So basically what happens here is Void Knight groups everybody together. Everybody else has like a adjacent primary and adjacent damage or AoE attacks. So this works really well against Astral teams. So let's go see how it goes here. Alright, so in this team, Kang goes first. So I'm going to try and put a slow on Doctor Strange, at least, at minimum. I think he does resist it in this match, but we do clear the barrier, so that's kind of nice. And then we want to try to ability block the Strange with the Void Knight. So we group everybody together. Oh, okay, I guess I went for Shadow King. Went for Shadow King this time. Sometimes I go for Strange, sometimes I go for Shadow King, but we rewind everybody with Lady Deathstrike. And then we hopefully rewind more with Firestar here because of her putting offense down, and then the Cloak passive rewinds everybody if they get offense down. So that's how that works. See, they're already, most of them are in the red. Only Doctor Strange still has a little bit of health left, or not a little bit, has the most, I guess, has the most health. And Kang gets another turn because we rewound everybody. Kang just destroys them all. Just wipes them all. Now that was what what the Twitch community also coined the term, I don't think I could say that on YouTube either. But it's the Kang destroys everything move. So there you have that. That counter is really fun. It's really fun to do live. So, and as you can see, it goes really fast. It's kind of like a Cabal match, really. All right, so next up is going to be another Annihilator's Scroll, and this time with Dorm. For this round, I pulled Odin for offense, and I kind of screwed up because I'd had Odin on defense for so long. I forgot to one-shot the Mephisto team that I had to face on defense. So I double-sacked the Mephisto, and I'm like, oh no. Then I realized, I'm like, oh crap, I pulled Odin for offense. So this probably isn't a counter that you will use very often, would be my guess, but I just wanted to show it off to say that, yeah, heck yeah. Even with Odin, some older characters in the Secret Defenders, and Black Cat's mostly here to take off these revives from this team, but she's also fast, which will get Odin a nice early assist to get his battlefield effect out. Ares is here to remove the safeguard, and then Black Knight's here to help counter Scroll. So we got a lot of different plug-and-play characters in here to counter the different characters that are on the enemy side. So let's show you what happens here. Alright, so Scroll goes. I was afraid of that Ultimus, but luckily my 3-diamond G19 Black Knight hung on in there, and he's able to live another day. Did get his taunt stripped, though. And I wasn't sure if I should do the special with Black Cat right there, but I decided to go for it anyway, because she does give herself some turn meter when she does her special. So I decided to go for that, even though I knew it wouldn't land a stun or anything. Black Knight, or not Black Knight. Super Scroll took another turn, but Black Knight's making sure he's keeping at bay. Now we get the Odin special. And Black Knight gets to ability block that Gladiator. Because if Gladiator goes on his special, he'll cleanse all those debuffs, as long as they don't have trauma, so want to make sure he doesn't do that. Then Robbie comes in, swoops in with the ult. Striker Robbie at it again. Really helps when you have an assist from Odin too to kill people. And Black Cat's gonna hit this Ultimus pretty hard. He's down. It's just down to the gore. Normally you don't want to leave gore alive. You don't want gore to be the last one to be alive, but luckily we had the luxury of having Odin, so it didn't really matter too much. And got the win there. Alright, so the next one was a really scary one for me too. Because I knew that Kahhori, the Cabal does not stop Kahhori's speed bar. There's quite a few different like anti-speed bar mechanics now, but it's all dependent on when the mechanics start versus when the speed bar mechanics start on some of these characters. So, for example, Miss Marvel, Hardlight, Scientist Supreme, and now Kahhori, they are all basically not subject to the Cabal anti-speed bar mechanic, because Cabal requires the character to have vulnerable, and the vulnerables don't get placed until after the on-spawn speed bar gets applied. So, those three characters for sure are the ones that still get to go before Cabal, or they don't get the speed bar stopped by Cabal. So I was a little scared of this, even using Cabal. They're going to stop like Black Knight's turn meter and stuff like that, but they're not going to stop those first two turns from Kahhori. So I went for the safe bet here. Using Apoc, he'll be giving the team an extra 50% health on top of the health that I think Leader gives to villains. So, and then Ultimus is here to try and knock that Black Knight out early and get a crit while doing so. So, like I said, it's a scary room. I'll show you how it all worked out. Okay, there's the Kahhori's 2. Nope, that's just, yeah, that's her 2 turns. Okay. So, not so bad. I thought it could have been a lot worse. Black Knight is out of there because of Ultimus, and Ultimus gets to take a second turn because he gets speed bar from getting a kill. Now we have Miss Marvel Classic in here, who is kind of a pain. Every time she has charge, she will gain taunt, so that's something to keep in mind. Now this move here too was a little risky. I wasn't sure if I should go for the ult or the special. And the special does more damage, especially as you saw here that Thanos has defense down. So I thought I was going to be safe, but if I didn't get him, if I didn't kill him, then most of my team probably would have wiped because of the room rules for room 1. But luckily I did get the kill from the assist from Iron Patriot. And then from there, you just take out Kahhori. Vahl's not really a problem, because she's so far from her ult from reviving that... Heck, I almost didn't even need Apoc in here, really. But he was an insurance policy for this match, so... Super fast match. Pretty scary, but the theory crafting was sound, so... Alright, so the last match we were going to cover today is going to be Night Stalkers into Spider Society. One of the key things to take down Spider Society is you need a heal block. At least one, if not a couple of characters that can do heal block. If you do that, then you really can lock down Peter and take him out. Of course, they have all these other mechanics that help them, you know, with sustain and everything. But Night Stalkers with their new stat meta level of stats and everything, and they have the heal blocks as well, so it's a fairly comfortable match. So let's go take a look. Alright, so we go in. Pav goes first, trying to put that slow out. And that's another thing about Night Stalkers into spiders. They put out slows, which then the Night Stalker, well, Blade will flip those slows, and you'll kind of gain that speed back a little bit to kind of match them. So I go in with Blade, the ult on Penny. I'm trying to get a blind on her, just so if she does her special, then she'll at least miss that. Now Agatha gets a turn. Peter has evade, so that's going to miss on Peter, but we do get some good damage on Pav, and we get the heal blocks out there. Then Moon Knight comes in, flips more of those buffs, just takes out Pav and Penny. They're out of here. Peter's just about dead. He's going to take a turn here, though, I think. Oh, nope. Blade with the assist to kill him off. It's been a few days since I did this match, so I couldn't remember exactly, but there we have Moon Knight just wrecking Ghost Spider. And it's all left to Noir, which he's not going to last long. So, fairly easy match yet again. And there you have it. So, if you're looking for a new counter to Spider Society, if let's say you're Secret Defenders or whatever you're using, if you can't use Superior 6, Night Stalkers is a good option too for you. So that's all I had for this video. Hope that was helpful for you. Trying to throw out some different things out there that you can think about using. So until next time, make sure you spend those resources wisely, and then we'll see you then. See you around.